What's up guys, it's Revenge here, coming at you with my first Black Ops 2 videos. This video I go 34 and 4 with a Tac-45 I think. It's a pretty good video. I absolutely love the pistols in this game. I mean, I've already got them all diamond, so I'm not using them at the moment. I'm using launchers, but they're just so good. Like, the Tac-45 is just useful at any range. It can shotgun people at close range pretty much. So yeah, hope you enjoy the gameplay. But today I'm going to talk to you about some news coming to console gamers and PC gamers alike, and that's actually the news of a Steam box. Now I'm sure some of you are actually thinking right now, what the bloody hell is a Steam box? Well, if you haven't heard of it, Steam is the online distribution company that's used to sell pretty much every PC game to every PC gamer. I mean, there is Origins and there's one other one somewhere as well, but they're not used to nearly the scale of Steam. Essentially, if you want a game, you go to Steam and download it or buy it, depending whether it's free or costs money. So a Steam box is actually just a PC put into a little box that's designed to work in the lounge room like a console, like if you're using your Xbox. So essentially the Steam box is pretty much a console, right? So why should you even think about it if you've already got an Xbox or a PlayStation, and you're probably going to be getting, you know, the next ones when they come out in a year or 2 years or whenever they're coming out. Well, the main thing is Steam is just a massive library of games, and it's also the biggest connected community of registered members, I'm pretty sure. Unlike Xbox Live or PlayStation Network or even Nintendo Network, they're much smaller than Steam. Along with that, there's also the actual variety of games. Like, indie game developers especially get a much bigger go on Steam compared to Xbox and PlayStation. So because of that, you actually get access to a much wider variety of games and more games to pick from, and normally they're actually cheaper than if you buy a hard copy or buy it from another distributor. Steam's actually pretty good at doing discounts on games, and they also offer some things like the Indie Bundle and other packs like that that give you a bunch of games for really cheap compared to buying them individually. But what it really means for us gamers is essentially a united platform, finally, where console gamers and PC gamers can play against each other on the same game using the same network. So you could have a mate sitting at his PC in his house using his keyboard and his mouse, playing you sitting on your couch, playing with a controller on your TV, and you could be playing the same game together. I mean, with the Xbox and the PlayStation and computers and Nintendo consoles and mobile consoles and everything else, everyone's segregated into separate communities. With a Steam box, you can combine the big console communities and the PC gaming community together to play together, which causes just a stronger game in everywhere because there's more people to play with, there's more games to play, which just is good. You can't say that's bad. And not just for the bigger community, but it's also competition against the big company 1 and big company 2 and even the other little companies that really right now control console gaming fully. There's nothing else besides them. You have to buy one of those or nothing. With Steam box, it's not just going to be one version of the box. There's going to be multiple versions made by different manufacturers, but they're all going to be running the same firmware or modified version of that firmware and the same games on the same network. So it's just great because you can buy a computer, or a Steam box rather, at any quality level. So you could spend $1,500 on the best Steam box available, and it can play every game at the best settings. You know, there's no lag, nothing. Or you could go for a smaller option and buy a $500 version that just plays the games you want it to play, like your current consoles do. And on top of all of that, you don't have to wait 10 years for the next console cycle to come around. You can upgrade your Steam box every year or every 2 years or whatever you feel comfortable with. You can add new graphics cards in, new processors, more hard drive, and it's not going to cost $500 for a whole new box. You could just buy $100 for a new hard drive or something like that. It's constantly upgradable, which means games can constantly be developed for the most recent machine instead of having to develop for 10-year-old hardware like they currently do. So that pretty much sums up my opinion of the Steam box that's going to come out soon. I'd really like to hear what you guys think and whether you're going to actually buy one or you're just going to stick to your Xbox 720 or PlayStation 4 or even the Wii U if you've got one of those. I mean, I just think it's going to be great to combine a community together and just add all this diversity in terms of games and upgrading your own console. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Go. make you move, make you move, make you move.